Right. So I'm just writing template here. So this is Jen. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 activities: making breakfast, taking kids to school, walking outside, teaching on Cambly. So she, okay, and finally she. Okay, so that's a template. So first she does something, and then after that she does something else, and then she does something else, and finally she. So can you put in the words in those dots that I've left there? Tell me about Jen. So number 1, make breakfast. Number 2, take kids to school. Number 3, have a walk outside. Number 4, start work.
First, she make the breakfast.
She makes breakfast. Yeah, she makes breakfast. And after that,
after he go to the school,
she takes the children to school. She takes kids to school.
Go to the children, go to the school.
And then she
they see the teach on the Cambly.
Oh, before beginning to teach on Cambly, she takes
teaching on the Cambly.
Before teaching, before she starts to teach, she
teaching on the Cambly.
So takes some kids to school. Yeah, she has she goes for a walk. She goes for a walk. I haven't. Where's my cursor? Yeah, she goes for maybe a short walk, not very long walk. She just goes for a walk. She goes for a short walk in the park or somewhere, and finally she begins teaching. She starts to teach on Cambly. Okay, well done. So those are just using sequences. First you do that, and then you do that, and then next you do that, and then after that you do that, and then finally you do this. So those are called sequences. You can use expressions of frequency like every day I go for a walk in the park. Here we've got adverbs of frequency. So every morning I always go for a walk in the park. This is true for me. The first example, I always drink coffee in the morning. I always, every morning. Every morning. So every morning is an expression of frequency, but I always drink coffee in the morning. Always is an adverb of frequency. Always, usually, sometimes, never. There are a few more, but we'll just stick with those 4 ones. So what do you always do in the morning?
What do you always do in the morning? Always do in the morning, work in the morning, class in the morning, always class in the morning.
So I always have, I always have a class. So after the adverb of frequency, always, usually, sometimes, never, you must put a verb. I always have a class, always do a class. I always make a video. I always eat breakfast. I always drink a cup of coffee. Okay, there we go. So I always have a class in the morning. I usually eat breakfast, but not always. So some days I don't have breakfast and I just wait for lunch, but I always drink coffee in the morning. I do not always eat breakfast in the morning. I usually eat breakfast, but not every day. Okay, next slide. Usually, so most days, most of the time is usually. So this girl says, after work, I usually go to the gym.
Go to the gym.
So after work, this is me, I usually go to the beach. Almost every day, but not always. But I usually, like 5 days out of 7, I usually get on the motorbike and go to the beach. Sit at the beach. Watch the waves come in. I don't if it's raining. And sometimes I don't know why if I'm ill, if I feel sick, I don't go to the beach. But most days, I usually go to the beach after work. Or go to the river if I'm living in Laos. Drive along the river. What do you usually do after work?
What do you usually do after work? Time or things?
Oh, say that again. I didn't hear.
After work, you say time or you say things. Which thing?
So when you finish work, when you stop the work, what do you do? What do you usually do after work?
English class.
English class. Okay, so I'll write that down. I usually have an English class after work.
English class after work.
I usually have an. Oh, sorry, I didn't write English class. I usually have an English after. Sorry, should be English class. But what do you usually do to relax? Like, do you usually listen to music? Do you usually watch a movie? Do you
afternoon finish my English class afternoon?
Yeah. So forget about the English classes. Forget about work. Just to relax. Just to go. Oh.
Evening.
Because some people go in the evening. Okay. What do you usually do in the evening?
Playing the phone, listen the music. Yeah.
Okay. So I usually play games on the phone or listen to music in the evenings. Okay. So I usually play games on the phone or listen to music in the evenings. Most evenings. That's what you do to relax. Whereas I always watch YouTube in the evenings.
Oh.
Because I do have a TV set here. There's a TV set there, but it's all Thai. It's all Thai programs in Thai language. I can speak a little bit of Thai, but don't understand. And the programs on YouTube are much better. So, I watch YouTube, but I always, every evening, every day, I watch YouTube in the evenings. And I usually listen to music in the evenings as well. That's most days I do that. And then I think if this is a sequence, we should be having sometimes next. Sometimes, yes, there we go. So not all the time. And I think I put, sometimes was like 10 to 30% of the time, 10 to 40% maybe. So in a week, 7 days, maybe 1 or 2 days you do that. So, sometimes like these people here, oh gosh, that pizza looks good. Sometimes I eat pizza, maybe once a month, maybe 2 times a month, twice a month.
Yes.
I eat pizza, but I don't always eat pizza. I don't usually eat pizza. I usually eat rice and pork, or rice and chicken. Well, I usually, most days, 5 days out of 7 days. But then maybe once I will eat pizza, once a week, maybe once or twice a month. So I sometimes eat pizza. I love pizza, but it's a bit expensive in Thailand. So I don't always eat pizza. I think I could always eat pizza. I think I could eat pizza for every meal. No, I couldn't. No, I could not always eat pizza. Whereas I can always eat rice. I can eat rice every day, and I do not get tired of eating rice. Whereas I cannot eat noodles every day. I can eat noodles 2-3 times a week, but not every day. Every day I can eat rice. I can always eat rice.
Always eat rice every day. Right.
So sometimes, it says here, sometimes my team gets a takeout. So you go to KFC, so with your team, your football team, and you go to KFC and you get a big, lots of bags of food. Go to the park and eat KFC in the park. Sometimes, like once a week, maybe once or twice a month, just sometimes, not every day. So your question is, what do you do sometimes, but not always, and not very often? Like just like once a week. Maybe talk about KFC or the beef hot pot.
Beef hot pot.
You don't eat beef hot pot every day. You don't go to that restaurant every day, but you sometimes do. Once a week.
Once a week, yeah. Once.
Yeah, and then sometimes you go to KFC to get a takeaway. So going to the restaurant for the beef hot pot is something you do sometimes, but not all the time, and not usually. You don't go 5 days a week to eat hot pot. You don't go 5 out of 7 days. You don't do that. You go once a week, one time a week. So you sometimes go to eat hot pot. Like I sometimes go to a Japanese restaurant. I sometimes go to a Mexican restaurant. I sometimes go to Italian restaurants. Sometimes, eat pizza, but it's not every day. It's like once a month that I go. No Mexican restaurant here. There's a Greek restaurant around the corner, but I looked at the prices and very expensive. So I haven't been there. So I've never been. So never will be the next one. Never is not at all, 0% of the time.
Yes.
So some people say we never eat meat. They are vegetarian or vegan. So Oh gosh, can I ever say I never eat popcorn? Yeah, I never eat popcorn. I really don't like popcorn. So I never eat popcorn. What is something you never eat? Something you really don't like? Some people never eat peanuts.
Some people
never eat peanuts because if they eat peanuts, they die.
They die?
They die. They have a peanut allergy. They go into anaphylactic shock, which means can't breathe. Their tubes constrict.
Oh, really? Okay.
Just eating peanuts, or sometimes other nuts like pistachio or cashews. They have a nut allergy. So some people can never eat those nuts. Thankfully, I eat them every day. I always eat peanuts every day.
Oh, you always eat peanut every day?
Oh yeah, yeah. Because I eat something like this chocolate bar, and then I go, oh, I have to eat something salty. I have to eat something, and the peanuts clean your teeth. They're really good for cleaning teeth. These, I like these as well. Potato chips. So, oh, look!
Oh.
Your daughter's name is here. Oh. Joy. It says Joy. I must remember this. Oh, I don't think I have a lesson with Joy today, do I?
Yeah, Joy lunch. I told about you.
Yeah,
Joy.
you told me. Yeah. So
maybe the new year, let's go up the
right
activity in the.
Okay, and this word is a word that Wan used yesterday. She said, "Yummy."
Yummy. Yeah.
Yummy. So, she was good yesterday. Wan was good yesterday. Oh. She was talking quite a lot. She was eating cake. She was eating cake, but she was talking. She was saying "yummy" and things like that. So yeah, she was good yesterday. Is there anything that you never eat?
Always hungry in the.
You're always hungry, but is there something you go, no, I don't like that? I mean, some people don't like to eat fish. Some people don't eat meat because they're vegetarian. Some people don't like. Some people, because of religion, do not eat pork. So if they're Muslim, if they're Jewish, they say they never eat pork, which is. I'm so glad I'm not Muslim or Jewish. Pork is one of my favorite things to eat. So it's just popcorn. Popcorn is the only thing I never eat. I'll eat anything. Yeah, there's just nothing I don't eat apart from popcorn. Just don't like popcorn. So is there something that you say, oh no, I don't like that? Yeah, I never eat that.
I never eat the. Maybe eat what? I never eat which? Horse meat.
Porridge.
No, horse.
Poison.
Horse.
Police. Horse meat.
I never eat horse meat. Somebody said horse meat is very good. So
I mean they eat yak and horse meat in Mongolia and in France. They eat horse meat.
Is the little sour? I don't know. I think the horse is ride. It's ja ja.
Ride. A horse is for riding on.
Yeah, riding. And I never eat the list. You eat the list? Oh no.
I think I have eaten horse. I don't know.
I don't know.
Because I've stayed in France quite a bit, and in France they eat horse meat. So I might have had horse meat in a hamburger. I might have had horse meat.
Oh, and how put the horse?
There was a story in the news that there was like 10% horse meat in the hamburgers in McDonald's in England. So they had horse meat but it didn't say it has horse meat. So it was just found out by an investigation that they tested the DNA in the hamburger, and they said, oh, it's about 10% horse in McDonald's hamburgers. So you may have eaten horse, but you didn't know. If you've been to McDonald's, you may have eaten horse meat in their hamburgers. So I'm just going to complete. We sometimes eat beef hot pot. Let's make a separation there. No, not there. There. Beef hot pot. It's hyphenated. Oh, yes, I'm really hungry now. So we sometimes eat beef hot pot. I never eat horse meat.
Horse meat. I never eat horse meat. Yeah.
What is the strangest? What is the weirdest meat that you've eaten? What did I eat? I ate ants' eggs. So red ants' eggs. I think so. Red ants' eggs and delicious.
Yes.
So I was on an island. It's called Koh Samui in Thailand, and I was walking along. They had horseshoe crabs. Horseshoe crabs they're actually related to spiders, and they are very, very ancient creatures, and they kind of look this shape, and they've got a long tail on them, and kind of like eyes here. Anyway, they're called horseshoe crabs, and this beach was just full of the dead bodies of horseshoe crabs because they eat horseshoe crabs on that island. But I saw a fire, and hang on, I want to get back the material. There we go. Okay, I saw a fire underneath a tree, and I walked towards it, and there was about four women and 4 men, and they went, come over here. And they'd been catching fish, and they were cooking the fish on the fire. Gave me some fish to eat. They had some whiskey, but they were Muslim, so they shouldn't be drinking alcohol. But they gave me some whiskey to drink. The women were drinking whiskey as well, and then they went Mot Deng Leo. What's that? Oh, it's watermelon. Mot Deng. No, that's Deng Mo is watermelon. Mot Deng is red ants. And they gave me these red ants eggs. And they were amazing. Really, really, really good to eat. So I've eaten that. I've eaten lizard. I've eaten monitor lizard. I've eaten horseshoe crab. Eat the eggs of that. What else have I eaten that's been? Oh, sea urchin. Prickly sea urchins that you find in the water, again eating eggs there. What is the strangest thing that you have eaten? Frog curry is one of the strangest things I've eaten. But I've eaten the eggs of many, many creatures. Horseshoe crabs, red ants. Oh, and insects. Locust and bugs, larvae. Get them along the street here. They're quite nice, actually. A bit chewy. What is the strangest thing that you have eaten? The strangest thing. I mean, some people eat kangaroo tails. We had an ostrich farm next to where I lived. So people eat ostrich. Ostrich is amazing to eat. It's like steak. It's like beef. Really, really good. A crocodile. So people eat crocodile tails. Crocodile is good to eat. I've eaten monitor lizard. I didn't eat kangaroo in Australia.
Kangaroo in Australia?
Yeah, I went to Australia, but I didn't see a kangaroo. I must be the only person to go to Australia who never saw a kangaroo. I never saw a kangaroo. I was there for 6 months. Kangaroos are everywhere. I saw a frilled lizard. I saw a budgerigars, which are colourful blue and green and yellow birds. They're everywhere in the sky. Saw loads of those. Never saw a wallaby, never saw a kangaroo, never saw a wombat. Never saw any of those animals that Australia is famous for. And I think I must be the only person to have spent 6 months in Australia and never seen a kangaroo. And the person I lived with had a farm, and he said, we've got about 200 kangaroos on our farm. I'll take you up there one day. It didn't happen. He didn't take me up to his farm, and I never saw his kangaroos. But, I think we've ended again.